So boom, look, check this out. So I'm getting moved to this new penitentiary. This was after I was, you know what I'm saying, I'm messing with the little Indian junk, you know what I'm saying? Met in LPI Code, Bobodo, Inikata. When I'm messing with the little junk, so they done moved me to another penitentiary. When I get here, I'm a little nervous when I first get there because they were trying to say I was the police at the other penitentiary, which I wasn't the police. They were just mad because they couldn't get the girl. So when you in a penitentiary and you come up on a CO, when you going with the police, one thing for sure, two things for certain. Every dude in there is most definitely gonna find a way to get you crossed out. What's the easiest way to get somebody crossed out in the penitentiary? You put a label on them. Which label? It's two labels that's gonna get you up out of here. Either he or he the police. When you get that label on you in the penitentiary, oh, you through. Next thing you know, they searching my cell. Boom, boom, boom. I'm on my way to another penitentiary. When I leave, guess what they do? It open it up for them to go in there, and, you know what I'm saying, so they can try to come up. So I get down here to this other penitentiary, right? When I'm strolling the cart, this dude, I'm looking at him, he looking at me, we looking at each other. He about 6'5". He about 6'5", probably about 265 pounds on top of that. You know what I'm saying? He said, oh, you Joe T? Yeah. I looked at him. Yeah, what's up? He said, I'm going to holler at you when I get back. No, you need to holler at me right now. What's up? You need to holler at me right now because in the penitentiary, one thing for sure, they got them phones in there. They ain't like writing letters no more. They going to call the other penitentiary. They going to have word on you before you even get there. So I'm thinking these folks done called down here and already done put a rat jacket on my name. Then this dude done already identified me, identified who I am. What, they done sent the picture of me down here too? So I go in the unit. When I go in the unit, I'm going to pass a lot of that part of the story. I go upstairs. The cell that I'm in a corner cell, which is good and bad because the corner cells are bigger. You know what I'm saying? And in the winter, they cold, so you can get two blankets in a corner cell. So when I get up here, first thing I notice as soon as I hit the door, this is a kitchen man because it smelled like the kitchen in here. He got the apron in here. Clearly he ain't washed it. Then he got an ice bucket full of sandwiches. I ain't went through his stuff yet. Now that's something in the commercial break me, please. That's something in the penitentiary that you don't do. You don't fool and you don't go through nobody's property. But majority of the people in the penitentiary, when they sell, they ain't in there. They done went through they selling stuff, and I'm gonna tell you, it ain't not now selling. I ain't went through. Yeah, I need to see what's going on up in here. You know what I'm saying? He's straight. You know what I'm saying? Soon as I get in there, I close the door behind me. When I close the door, I said, man, this is the kitchen man right here. I go straight in the, let me see what he getting out the kitchen. Because a lot of people don't know how to steal out the kitchen in the penitentiary. You got there's some people in the penitentiary. Why is you going out here? You getting all the wrong stuff, bro. Why you ain't bringing chicken patties and hamburger patties? Bring some cheese up out of there. Bring sliced cheese up out of there that I can put in my noodles. Bring some sliced cheese that I can melt and put in my tuna and my beef stew. You bring the wrong stuff in here. Bring some onions up out of there. Bring some bell peppers. Family, what is you doing? We don't need silverware. We can order silverware out the commissary. Why you bringing forks and spoons in here, family? You always tripping. Listen, when you go back down there, bring me a bell pepper, Cindy. So I go, I pop the ice chest open. Oh, he got burger patties. He got chicken patties. And my guy got the cheese in there. Get what I said? Oh, I got a good selling. But then I get to looking around. I said, he ain't no commissary though. He ain't got no commissary in here. So 9 times, he like working in the kitchen because that's his hustle. That's what they call living off the land in the penitentiary. When you live off the land, you got to find something you can hustle in the penitentiary so you can get some commissary. His shelf a little sketchy. You know what I'm saying? It's like going over somebody's house, you open the refrigerator and they got a few items in there. You know what I'm saying? He was most dead. He got 2-3 soups. He got a half of summer sausage. He got a half of summer sausage and a half of a cheese bar. So when I see a half of a summer sausage and a half of a cheese bar, I realize real quick, my guy really in survival mode in here. Cause when I eat, we chop the whole summer sausage up. We don't say summer. We don't divide the summer sausage up and use it 3 times. It's over with. You know what I'm saying? Cause you cut one half hood, then he cut the middle hood, then he cut the other hood. My guy surviving off one summer. He surviving off. He using one summer sausage 3 times in here for sure. He doing the same thing with the cheese ball. My guy is breaking his meals down in portions in here. So I'm like, oh yeah, that ain't gonna do it right there. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to the store every week. The penitentiary I just came from, I've been dealing with the officers, the little Indian judge. Guess what? I've been getting that bag in. I got about $9,500 on my books right now. I got $200-300 worth of commissary. When he come home, listen, when he come in from the kitchen, when he come to the cell, he finna be extra excited. Your cellar in the penitentiary is always happy when they realize they got a cellar who come from another penitentiary or out of the hole, and he got a lot of commissary. So I'm sitting there chilling, right? I hear pop, pop. What's going on, cellar? I'm sitting on the top bunk. I done set the TV up. I done got the big boy. I got the big boy fan in there blowing. You know what I'm saying? I got plenty of commissary. Then he gonna check the shoe game, right? I got the shoe game on point. I got 2 pairs of Timbs. I got 2 pairs of them, 2 pairs of them, 2 pairs of them, and it's lined up like I'm on the town. You know what I'm saying? I got it lined up in here like the town. And then guess what? I got that cologne and everything. I got that Issey Miyagi in here. Get what I done did? I done went and bought some bleach real quick. Sprayed and said, you know what I'm saying? Wipe the wall down. When I wipe the wall down, I get that Issey Miyagi out. Mix it with that soap. Bust the wall down real quick. Then I light that incense up. You know what I'm saying? You don't know nothing about that. You ain't never been to the penitentiary. Take a little piece of something, you know what I'm saying? Stick it in the vent. You know what I'm saying? Put a little bit of that ish on there. Soon as he hit that door, first thing he go, my guy gonna think he was on the town in his grandma's house. I ain't selling it. Yeah, but what's going on? Then I noticed it was somebody I had been locked up in juvie for. He was like, man, bro. He was like, man, I was locked up with you. I said, you was at Wild Away. He was like, yeah. He was like, man, you the one used to ball on. What's up, Jada Way? He was like, man, you was the one that used to ball on the court. He said, man, I just knew I was going to see you were getting drafted to the lead. I said, I got drafted in the streets. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to get me a Draco. He said, clearly. He said, man, I seen the newspaper clip. He said, you escaped out of jail. You done did all this stuff out there. He said, man, you done started doing drugs or something. What do you think? He said, bro, what you started getting high? Now, see, penitentiary rules is in effect. It's a manipulation going on right here, family. You asking me, was I doing drugs? Because you trying to find out if you got a drug he's selling. That's what you trying to do. I'm not finna do drugs with you, family. What do you use? He said, yeah, when I seen that man, see you on the news. I go my mama right there. I go my mama. Commercial break me, please. Mama, you ain't got no air fryer, do you? Because we was just on here talking about these air fryers. I said, my mama ain't got no air fryer. You ain't got no air fryer, do you, mama? But look, but anyway, look. So after he had, I was like, no, I don't do drugs, fam. Like, I ain't never been high. I ain't never been drunk or nothing. Like, I don't do nothing. He was like, oh, that was up. You like, man, I'm finna fire right now. You like, you sure? I was like, yeah, I'm straight. He was like, man, my cellar don't. He said, my cellar don't smoke, nigga. He said, oh, yeah, well, I'm taking this to the head. So, hold on, fam. I done clean this cell up. It's smelling good in here. Now, I understand you ain't been here before me, but you don't smell that in here? He said, it's your Miyagi in here, family. You ain't finna smoke in here. This smell expensive in here now. Penitentiary, this is expensive. So he gonna do his thing or whatever. But this a thing in the penitentiary. Anywhere you go, I'm about 7.5 years at the time. So at this point, I'm able to really just look around the unit and tell who's who. I know who's affiliated with what. I know who got the sack in here. I know who really got the sack because he paying his way through here. And what I mean when I say that is, you got a couple of busters in the penitentiary just like you got busters on the street. Them busters on the street is the ones that other dudes always holler, man, what's up, big bro, big bro? And big bro really a sucker, bro just got the plug. It's the same way in penitentiary. You got dudes in the penitentiary, hey, Unc, man, what's up, Unc, man, what we doing? He really only calling you Unc and being nice with you because you got the sack. He might be trying to get some kind of deal, trying to smoke for free, or he trying to hustle, he trying to buy stuff. So they treat you some type of way. So I come out on the rock, and I'm chilling. At the time, they got 2 women working in the unit. Thick little John, I'm talking, listen to them, thick, both of them, thick cornbread. I'm talking about country-fed women. I'm talking about, I was, whoa. When she come up out the cage, you hear the cage. Every time that cage closed, you could tell it's like all movement stopped because all the inmates turn to look. You know what I'm saying? Because women in the penitentiary, when they work in the penitentiary, they walk ain't the same way on the town. When they come through, listen, when they come through the salad port and they get in the penitentiary, it's a whole transformation. And not only is it a transformation in the walk, the transformation in everything is gonna change. When they first get there, they kind of, you know what I'm saying, they would have, but when they realize they getting 100,000 compliments a day. Ooh, you smell good. Ooh, I like your eyes. Ooh, you got some dimples. Ooh, your nose structure is cute. Ooh, but I like how you walk. Ooh, every inmate trying to say something that somebody else didn't say. Everybody got some kind of line. Ooh, I bet you got some pretty feet. They ain't no telling. Bruh, she coming in here with these hard black G.I. Joe work boots on, family. Her feet probably awful. It's probably corns on them things. Like, what is you talking about? I bet you got some pretty feet. I like how you walk in your state boots. Listen, she gonna do that thing. When she opened up that thing, when you hear it, get what? I'm sitting on the walk like it. You know what I'm saying? I still had the dreads at the time. Like, nah, I had cut them off. I got a fresh cut. You know what I'm saying? I got that hard wave grease in my head from back in the day they had us buying and put in there. You put it on there thick enough, it'll look like the ocean in that thing. You know what I'm saying? So when she come out, I take the do rag off. You know what I'm saying? So you can see them waves. You know what I'm saying? I got the tape on the side. And I'm gonna tell you something about the penitentiary. You know who got money in there. You know who got it. You know who's struggling. You got scammers in the penitentiary too. You know who's scamming. You know what I'm saying? You know who's who in here. You know what I'm saying? So when I notice there's two women in here, when I step out on the rock, guess what I got on? I got on the fresh penitentiary team. They still fresh out the box. These are the ones I wear the visitation. Then I got the workout. I got the workout team. You know, the tongue on them a little flabby. The back on it, you can tell the back hanging off. You know what I'm saying? That's when I'm finna go put that work in. I got the fresh penitentiary team. Get what? I got the grays on. I'm sitting out here, I'm cooling. She come out the thing, she walking around. I said, God, she thick. I'm talking about she come through that thing with them boots on. She pa, 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 pa. Then I hear a homegirl say, girl, what you finna go do? When you finna go over there, tell such and such, bring me some chips over here. I said, they them type. They run around here asking inmates for food. Oh, I can't wait for her to come through here to count time and see what I got going on up here. And then 9 times out of 10, in the computer, they done already put in the computer why I got transferred. So guess what they got in the computer? Oh, he was up here engaged to a correctional officer. We had an officer up here fraternizing with an inmate. I'm known for that. That's why I get moved. This the second time I done got moved. Because, you know what I'm saying, they choose up on the kid. I can't wait for her to check the computer. And then she gonna go in there and check my books and see I got almost a 10,000 ball on there. She gonna, who is that boy right there? Joe T. What you got going on though? You know what I'm saying? So I'm sitting up pretty cool and right. Eventually, I get independent. Let me explain something. I find out who's who immediately. This dude come out of the cell. He come out of the cell. Boom. He calls somebody. Hey, homie. It's the same thing on the street. The loudest person in the room, he the weakest person in the room. But in the penitentiary, not only is he the weakest person in the room, he the flashiest person in the room. It's just like dudes out here who be trying to say everybody the police, but you do and you move every type of way to let everybody know what you doing. And then when you get popped down, you try to say somebody told on you. See, that's how they move in the penitentiary. You loud, you doing all of this extra stuff and this and that. And then when the police run in your cell, you come out and you try to say somebody to the police. You told all your business. What you expect? This the first penitentiary where I'm at. This is what they do. Hey, I got brown for green. Brown for green. I'm looking down at the police. I said, did he just say he had brown for green out loud? Somebody else come out and say, I got green for brown. I got green brown. What's up? What you trying to do? Somebody else. I got 3. I got 3 cups for 50. I got 3 cups for 50. I said, wait a minute. That's a different penitentiary right here. What? Whoa, they think they on the block. They think they on the street. Like literally, I got 2 thimbles. I got 2 thimbles for 25. 2 thimbles for 25. I got 5 thimbles for 50. I got 5 thimbles for 50. 2 thimbles for 25. They out here advertising in front of the police, and at this time in the penitentiary, they got cameras and everything in there. And I said, what? So I'm watching this one dude right here. He a big dude, you know what I'm saying? He a big dude, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know them big dudes, you know what I'm saying? They got that big badonkadonk, you know what I'm saying? And they sagging, they boxing short, and you know what I'm saying? And then when they walk, I'm just keeping it real. When they walk, you know what I'm saying? They got a look. He come up out of the cell, he one of them, but he flashing. This man got a chain on in the penitentiary. He got a watch on in the penitentiary. He come out, he got the J's on in the penitentiary. And when he come out, hey home, he said, man, what's up, man? What's up, man? I'm telling you, I got seven for 50. I got 7 for 50. I said, oh, that's the man right there. That's him. And then when he come out, when he come out of the cell, this is what I see. I see somebody on the ground wiping his floor off. I said, oh, that's a dope boy move from the streets right there. He got somebody cleaning his cell up. That's what they do in the penitentiary. They open the door they open the door all the way up. They pay somebody to go in here, clean up. They take everything out the cell. They got all the shoes lined up on the ground. They got all his stuff sitting out, and they clean the entire cell. So when they open the cell door up all the way, I said, let me walk around here real quick. So I walk around, you know what I'm saying? I go, let me see what's going on, you know. Joe T, is that you? What's up, my guy? Oh, I know. We ain't nothing. We ain't nothing. I'm through at this point. I'm just trying to see what's going on around here. So I walk around. The dude who hollered at me, he running up the steps. Man, hey, Joe T, boy, I'm glad you here. Bruh, I'm not like these dudes right here. I don't do all that talking and loud stuff. You putting attention on me, bruh. Chill out. So I walk by. The dude got Jordans. He got Nikes. He got all kind of shoes lined up. I said, oh yeah, this the man right here. Whoever this is, this the plug in the penitentiary. And if he the plug in this unit, he go with one of them women. Come to find out, he was dealing with the one who didn't get up and walk out. But then it was another dude in there that he run with. They go with the other girl. Now, when you supposed to mind your own business. You see, but you don't see. You hear, but you don't hear. But me, I don't care that she yours. Because I feel like, you know, my swag gonna make her choose. And if she choose up on me and I didn't have to disrespect you, you got to respect it. That's how it's supposed to be in the penitentiary. But a lot of dudes, when they see it, they woman make fraternizing or flirting, they feel like they can be a little aggressive. And see, at this point, I'm not affiliated no more. Which I could get bumped down on at this point. If she starts showing me if she starts showing me too much attention, they can, hey, homie, you know that's the home. You need to leave that alone. Who? Man, y'all, come on about myself, man. Come on about myself. So after I done seen what's going on, this the penitentiary where my uncle was at. Not only was my uncle best friend was right across on the bottom wall. I'm on the top wall. So his best friend moved me in the cell. Now, when you the rock man at this penitentiary anyway, this is the only penitentiary I've seen it at West High. When you the rock man, the COs leave the door open so you can come out and clean up during count time. You're supposed to be in the cell. So check this out. When they move me downstairs, this equal the playing field. Because guess what? My door is open just like the two rock men who in here dropping pig on the CO. And this how I know they were dropping pig. Before I move out, these dudes was really so they moved so bogus. I would have never put the queen on the chessboard in jeopardy like these dudes. So during count time, they doors is open. They come out, they acting like they cleaning up. The women, the girl, she come around. One of the girls start at the top, one of the girls start at the bottom. They do their count, they come down, the other one go to the top, the other one go to the bottom. Then they switch over and they go to the other unit. So as they counting, this is where dudes try to come up at a lot of times. They act like they using the bathroom, right? They act like they in there draining the lizard. And they know when you come through and you look in, they think the women gonna choose up on them by the size of their pig. That's what they be on. They think she gonna choose up by the size of the pig. I'm not finna pull that move. I'm not finna pull that move. The move I'm finna pull, listen to me. I'm finna have myself smelling good. Point blank. When she come through there like a woman on the streets, if that cologne smelling good and make her turn her head, that's what I'm finna do. When she come through and how many people in there? Oh, it smell good in there. What is that you got? I ain't know. That's that issue right there. Smell good in there. Okay, 34. She gonna go on back. She gonna go on about her business. And I'm a fresh face. I'm a fresh face too, right? I'm a fresh face. So I said that she come through and she do her count. When she get through doing her count, I get on the door, right? When I get on the door, I see both of the dudes. They out here cleaning up. After they finished the count, they had the cameras at the time. But where the camera at, by the showers, if you go up a little more, it's a blind spot and you can go in the room where everybody used to go. They go in there, they do their Bible studies, they go in there to iron clothes. The affiliations, they go in there, you know what I'm saying, to cook their meals and have a little get together and gatherings. And they actually, and they go in there to serve violations. Violations is when you get in trouble with something that you affiliated with and you got to go in here and fight your own kind. So in this little room, they can go in there. It's a blind spot. So when she get through doing the count, I was in unit, I was in 9. I was on the bottom of the hill. It might have been 10. I was in 10A. It was either 10A or 10B. Tennessee Nim was on the other side. I was on the other side from Tennessee Nim. So I'm sitting there and I'm watching one of the dudes. He come down the steps. The girl go out like she finna go in the breezeway. The dude go right in the blind. I know he go in the blind spot room because if you don't go in the blind spot room, you got to go out of the unit. You gon' hear the door. The door gon' do. You gon' hear it. So I know you come out and you turn and you went into that blind spot. Same thing with her. She come out, you don't go out of the unit because the door don't open. So you turn and go in the blind spot. So the other dude, he acting like he's still cleaning up, right? But this is where he gave him away at. He can't go to the door. He can't go out because the door locked. And even if the door is unlocked, he can't go in the breezeway because the other officer on the other side gonna see him. So he gotta run back and forth to the window on the side of the unit. In the window in the side of the unit, you can see the yard. And you can see the yard. You can see if any other officers, gold badge, lieutenant, the CERT team, anybody walking to the unit. And if he see him walking to the unit, then he gonna sound the alarm. He probably go, you know what I'm saying? They gonna come out like they ain't had no business, like they ain't had nothing going on. My celly down at the kitchen. So the whole time I'm sitting on the window, I'm watching. I get out the window for a little minute. Because I don't want to make it look like I'm just, you know what I'm saying, I'm just being nosy, but I'm definitely being nosy. So I can, oh, they down here dropping pig too? I said, oh yeah, most definitely. I don't care what they got going on. I got to find a way for her to choose up on me. Because she is in here most definitely taking pig. And get what? I ain't dropped pig since I was in special needs. I most definitely, yeah. So I moved downstairs. And this is where my homeboy, his cell is open. Listen, I'm out here in these streets. If I want to, I can come on out. So at this point, my celly dealing with somebody too. I don't want to say because I think this over with. My celly dealing with the counselor at the time. So the counselor take a liking to me. The counselor cool with one of the COs. You know what I'm saying? So I can go in there, you know what I'm saying? The CO will be in there. She'll be like, oh yeah, this Baker 4140, 140. She be like, oh yeah, it's his shit. I'll be seeing him. He cool. He laid back and this and that. I think, oh, they don't introduce me. Guess what I do? How you doing, CO? I reach out, you know what I'm saying? Shake her hand real quick, you know what I'm saying? And when she let go a little bit, you know what I'm saying? It's gentle aggression. Just gentle aggression. I just made it like, you know what I'm saying? Not that on some perv, not wanting to let her go, but I just squeezed her hand a little bit and let her know. It's been a long time, you know, since I done, you know, held a woman hand type of situation. So she cracked that little smile. What's up? Boy. I go on back to the cell. I do my celebratorial dance, you know what I'm saying, in advance, right? I do my little celebratory dance in advance because I'm already knowing. Oh yeah, I got a smiler right now. In a minute, I'm gonna make a laugh. After I get through making a laugh, I'm gonna ask her bring me something to eat in here. After she bring me something to eat in here, I'm gonna tell her I got an appetite, but I don't want nothing off the town. She gonna say, "What you mean you don't want nothing off the town?" What you mean? You know what I mean? What's up? I'm gonna hit her with one of them. So I'm sitting. Look, I'm in the cell. It's lockdown time. They in the cage doing. They pull the same move. I said, oh, they putting the move in jeopardy. He dropping pig in this woman every day. I'm talking about every day. He coming out. They busting the same move. I said, oh yeah, they tripping. I'm gonna have to go and try to get what I can get where I can get it now because they finna jack this move off in just a second. They going to the hole and them, they get walked to the front. They probably going to jail. I said, so I'm gonna go ahead and do what I need to do, you know what I'm saying? So I can get what I need to get. So after the countdown, I'm thinking, man, I gotta get up. I gotta find a way to start a conversation with them where it look innocent. And it's gonna look innocent, you know why? Because of who my celly is and who my celly connected to. So that's how I'm playing. I'm innocent. You know what I'm saying? I ain't affiliated no more. I ain't a threat to you. I'm cool and I'm chilling. But let me tell you something. Women in the penitentiary that work in the penitentiary, they done looked up who you are. And if they done looked up who you are, guess what she done did? She done want to check them books. Because guess what? All the kids going to commissary every weekend. I mean, every week. And if I'm going every week, guess what I'm spending? The whole 75 ball. I'm 75 every time. I come around the corner with bags and somebody help me. Hey, grab it for me real quick. You know what I'm saying? And that see, in the penitentiary, that's dope boy status. You presidential in the penitentiary when you getting 75 sack every week. You got a bag full of summer sausages, bag full of tuna, bag full of beef stew, listen to me. You got a bag full of chicken breast, bag full of I got cup cheese bar. I got both of the color Kool-Aid pack. I got fruit punch and lemonade package. What is you saying? I got everything. I got the big boy. I got bags. I got a variety of tater chips. I got the Doritos junk they just put on here. I got the Cheetos. You hear me? Then listen, I'm gonna tell you this how you know you got money in the penitentiary. When you ordering sweets. You hear me? I got sneaker balls. Sneaker balls are $1.50 in the penitentiary. I got 17 sneaker balls. What is wrong with you? I got 17 sneakers. I got 17 sneakers, 17 Reese's, 17 bags of Skittles. They $1.50 a piece. What's wrong with you? Look, this where you really kill them at. When you got cold drinks. And then look, I gotta step it up a notch on. You pull up on, hey, I see you don't be going to the store. Hey, do me a favor, man. Hey, let me get my people put some money on your book. I'll go ahead and do your thing, Joe T, man. Just give me I'm gonna give you $10. What you want? Oh yeah, you gonna give me $10, man? Go ahead. Hey, people you do it every weekend. You do it every week. You want to, Joe T, man. So sick and tired going down there at Child Hall, man. They got that new stuff down there, that Ermac. You been down there? Nah, I ain't the Ermac since I've been there. He said, I don't see why you would. You go to store. You go to store every week. Why you watching me like that, boy? Well, look, I'm going to have my people put some money on your books, you know what I'm saying? All right, I'll bring it over to you. As soon as they bring it to me, I'll let the officers know, man, it's just Joe T stuff right here. And you get your stuff out the counter, you can bring it to me. Bet that. Guess what? I'm going to tell you another flex in the penitentiary. When you got them cold drinks. Them cold drinks is 50 cents on there. Listen to me, I got racks of cold drinks in my cell. Listen to me, I look like a vending machine over here. That's what I'm telling you. Hey, Joe T, man, they ain't had no more Dr. Peppers. I got Dr. Peppers from 3 weeks ago under the bunk. Man, you got some Dr. Peppers in here, man. Trade me a Dr. Pepper, man, for this Sprite. Man, I got plenty of Dr. Pepper, man. I got 3 cases down there. Man, go on trade me a case of Dr. Pepper for that Sprite. Go on bring them Sprites over here, man. What you mean? I slide them drinks. Dang, Joe T, man, you got all them drinks. Man, I got 18 packs of drinks in here. What you trying to do? What y'all want? Y'all have a get to y'all? I got drinks for everybody. How many people is it? 24? I got a 24 pack right here, bro. Just go. Yeah. Cold drinks are flex in here. I got plenty of cold drinks on the floor. What's wrong with you? So she see I go to the store every week. I got plenty of stuff over here. I can't wait for her to come over here. Hey, you got some candy in here? What you want? I told you I'm the vending machine. What you want? I got Skittles. I got Reese's. I got Sneakers. I got 3 Musketeers, Milky Ways, Almond Joy. What you want? I got everything in here. I got rollies and everything. Look, check this out. And then, guess who work at the commissary? The dude she deal with. And see, this the difference between me and him. I go to the store every week with money out of my pocket. He got what he got because he living off the land and he doing what he doing with narcotics. He already putting you in jeopardy. So I'm making it look like, shoot, he laid back, he chill, he got everything. I'm not desperate. These folk moving desperate. They not only got you bringing narcotics in here, because listen, I'm going to start hating only if you make me. Listen. Tell me, have you heard that lately? Don't start having no conversation with me. Get what I'm going to tell him. I don't need to, you tripping. Like, you messing with dude, man, they move around here reckless and everything. Like, I ain't trying to get in your business or nothing, but I'm just saying, man, we ain't even got to do all that. We once a week, I'm going to shoot you 500-600. 500-600. You seen the books? I come down here with almost 10,000. What you think I got on the street? I'm going to start hating only if you make me. Listen to me. Penitentiary rules is in effect. Penitentiary rules is in effect. Y'all, look, commercial break me real quick, please. Hey, if you ain't already followed me, do me a favor. Hit that follow button and double tap the screen. Double tap the screen. If you ain't already followed me, hit the follow button and double tap the screen. To anybody who haven't read my book, I got the book on sale right now. You can get 2 for $25. You got The Life of Boo Baker, then you got It War Myself. My book's on sale right now for $25 on my website, jtb3.org. But look, check this out. So I come out of the sale because now I'm trying to figure out a way. I'm finna go have a conversation with this woman. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna go pull up on her. And the way you could pull up on her, this looking innocent, I'm finna go up here and ask her for something that I need. Inmate request form, you know what I'm saying? Some kind of form, something to go. I'm finna go answer something. I come out of the unit. When I come out of the cell, get what I got on? Them grays, them fresh Timbs. You hear me? I done got that fresh penitentiary cut. They done push my line up back a little bit, but guess what? When you in the penitentiary, you really can't tell because everybody line up push back. You know, all of us back here are tin hood. You know what I'm saying? So we all think we fresh anyway. You know what I'm saying? And I knew it was some bull because when I look at my pictures now, I took in the penitentiary, I thought I was fresh. You ever looked at a picture a couple of years ago and you thought you was sharp? Huh? You ever looked at a picture 3 years ago and you thought you was sharp? Yeah, that's how I said, dang, that's it. I thought I was cute in that picture too. Man, lying up way back yonder. Man, that's what my mama told me about it. You need to go and cut that off. My mama said, you need to go and cut that off. I've been in the penitentiary looking in that penitentiary mirror, didn't even realize it. They done pushed me back here. I didn't even know. We all look the same. See, that's how I know commercial break be, please. That's the same way. That's how you know you ain't got real friends. All y'all dusty and all y'all complimenting each other. You know good and well she don't need to be wearing that. But you wearing something just as raggedy. Then you hang with your homeboy. You know good and well he got all of these colors on looking weird. And it's because all y'all look the same. You can't tell. So in the penitentiary, we all think we penitentiary friends, but we really all in here dusty. You know, so look, I come out. I got them grays on right now. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I done pulled a penitentiary move on. Before I done came out, I done grabbed, listen, I got that baby oil and that lotion mixed together. You hear me? I already done hit a couple push-ups, make my chest sit up a little bit, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm looking a little swizzy. You know what I'm saying? I got that penitentiary physique a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Got the muscles in my back. You know what I'm saying? So I done grabbed that baby oil and that lotion. You know what I'm saying? I done a couple of times. Got him on me. You know what I'm saying? Thick. Long, listen to me. He just sitting up right like that, right? Look, so he just sitting up. So as soon as I go to the cage, hey, CO. Soon as I open up the door, I'm gonna stand straight up on her. So she ain't got to listen to me. It ain't no way she gonna look. Ain't no way she ain't gonna lock in on it. Ain't no way. I'm finna most definitely see if she a pig watcher. So look, I come out. Hey, CO, I need an information request for her. I'll go and open the door. She said, baby, right? Yeah, I said, yeah. Soon as she come out, I said, yeah, let me get an information request for him. I lean back on her a little bit. Yeah, let me get one of them information requests for him right there. She was like, boy, I said, what you talking about? Quit playing with me. I said, what? How I'm playing with you? Well, go on take his information request for him. You think I can't see you got them grays on? Look, he got a hit like it. What you talking about? Go on to yourself. I said, what? You like what you see? And then at the same time, I'm trying to talk to her, and I'm trying to examine the unit at the same time. Cause these dudes in here, they'll be walking around working out, but they ear hustling. They'll be sitting at the top watching. Man, Joe T been in there about 30 seconds. I wonder what he in there talking about. Next thing you know, they trying to get cool with the dude because he the plug. Hey, bro. Man, you might need to watch new dude, man. New dude, I just seen him down there talking about, looked like he was getting the information request for him, but she was down there kiki and ha-ha. You know what I'm saying? He done made her laugh down there. I seen him down there. You might need to watch him. Look, hey, what's wrong with you? And he worked, like I said, he worked at the commissary. So he know I got that bag. You know why? Because when he worked down here at the commissary, he take the commissary bags and he can see the receipt on them. When he see that receipt, he can see how much money is on your books. So every time I go to the store and come back and he get the bag, he holler, Joe Baker, you Nick, come on up, you can get your commissary. That's the CO. The CO look at the bag, check, he tell you how many bags you supposed to have. Baker got 4 bags. He slide the bags down to the inmate. He popped the bags open because you supposed to check. What are you talking about, Mom? You supposed to check your commissary before you walk off. Because if you walk off and you go to your cell and you check your commissary and them Reese's ain't in there, you can't go back in there and say, hey, my Reese's wasn't in the bag. So when they slide the bags to the inmate, you want to check your stuff real quick? Yeah, let me look in there real quick. He gonna pop the bag and he gonna take the receipt off the bag and he gonna get you to sign it to show that you signed for your commissary. That way, if you don't get your commissary, you go holler at the officer, hey, I ain't get my commissary. They go get the receipts to see who signed for it. If that's your signature, you signed for that's not my signature. Y'all don't let somebody come up here and get my commissary. So I signed the receipt right. You know what I'm saying? Put that John Hancock on there. When every time I notice he looking, he know. He know for a fact. I got bread. What you say, Mama? Make you a moderator, Mama? Don't be knocking everybody, Mama. You hear me? Don't. Hey, Mama, don't be on here knocking everybody. We need a little entertainment. Mama. Don't block everybody now. Look. So he know I got that bag, so he already got his eye on me anyway. So I don't want to get this information request for him. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even got to fill it out. I go on back to the cell. So now when she coming through doing count, when you coming through and you doing your count, the door locked. So she could just look in and see how many people in there. My cellie dealing with the counselor. So our door is open. So when she come to our cell, I'm waiting to see if she just gonna peek in or if she gonna open it and look in there and say, okay, I see you. And guess what she do? She come around, do her count, she open the door. What you come get that information request for? Get what I do? I jump off that top bunk. I've been waiting on her. Pig, he stay on me. I jump straight down. What you talking about, CO? What's up? She was like, you came and got an information request for her. You ain't turned it in. What you come up here and get an information request for? Man, I ain't even gonna lie to you. I'm just trying to come and see you. You know what I'm saying? I done seen you walk around in here, but you know, when the woman sit down, you know what I'm saying? Them hips, you can see them hips a little bit. Boy, I said, I'm just being honest. What's up? Boy, I ain't finna mess with you. She closed the door. I done made her he ha ha. This the second time. So when my cellie come back, I tell my cellie, hey man, what's up with her? He said, man, don't do that. Don't do that, Joe T. I said, man, what's up? I said, I wasn't even finna do nothing. He said, man, we ain't on that, bro. Because this is when I was going through my transition phase, a change in my life. You know what I'm saying? This when I got into the word, but I was still struggling a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't tried to get no cell phone yet. I done tried to get some weed already, you know what I'm saying, so I can sell it. You know what I'm saying? But that didn't go right. So my cellie, he trying to keep my head. He like, man, don't do that, Joe T. Don't do that. Man, you ain't gonna tell me not to do something. You in here knocking the counsel off. I know for a fact what you in there doing to that woman. You in there putting the middle of your body and your mouth on that woman. Boy, quit playing with me. You don't tell me don't do that, Joe T. Don't. You doing it? So I'm gonna do it too. Until you stop doing it, I'm gonna give her some of this good doing. That's what I'm trying. I'm gonna give her some of this good doing. So I tell him, I said, man, I need to holler at the council real quick. He said, I'll go on up there, holler at her real quick. I need to use the bathroom anyway. I said, I'll bet that. He don't know what I got in store. Get what? I come out with the bow leg on 10. I come out at, what's up, CO? Where you going? My son had to use the bathroom real quick. I'm finna holler at the council. Okay. Who is that? Joe T. Come on in, Joe T. Come on in. I said, she acting a little too excited. You gonna have my son think you like me. Hey, what you doing? She said, I ain't doing nothing. Gonna pull the door up. I said, you might be careful. You might need to be careful telling me pull the door up. At my cell, I got the utmost respect and love for him, but I'm a little hornball. I'm a little menace. You know what I'm saying? Listen to me. I give you a little quick in here real quick. My cell won't know nothing. What's up? Don't let me know. Wink or something. let me know if I need to turn it on or not. Cause listen, I'm gonna go for it. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna go for it. I got 2.5 years left. Ain't nothing they can do to me. Put me in the hole. So I go and I'm talking to her. I said, man, you cool with old girl? Cause this is how I'm playing it at this point. I ain't let my celly tell me what's going on. I ain't letting the counselor know he ain't told me what's going on. So I'm leaving it open for interpretation. Because I know what it looked like when an inmate dealing with an officer or somebody working in administration. So I can carry myself in the manner as if I need you to do me a couple of favors because I know something about you. But I ain't got to say that though. I ain't got to say that. I could just say certain things that where it basically I'm talking as if I'm a little too comfortable. And why you thinking I'm a little too comfortable? Because you might be thinking I know something. So I'm like, look, check this out. I'm like, man, what's up with old girl? I be seeing you talking to her all the time. She said, you like her, don't you, Joe T? You like her, don't you? I said, man, I'm in the penitentiary. What you mean I like? I said, I'm in the penitentiary. Look, I see what they got going on around here. What's going on? I was like, what's up? She was like, you want me to get her in here real quick? I'm thinking, is it just gonna be that easy? Because I ain't got to go to the blind spot. She done said it as if she finna go throw the boy alley-oop. I'm finna jump up here and I'm finna Zion Williams this thing. She said, you want me to go get her real quick and call in here? She said, when I get in here, I'll just leave out. Sure. I said, yeah. She said, you better make your next move your best move because I can't leave y'all in here alone too long. I said, yeah, call her in here. She go to the door. Call the CO over here. At this point, I ain't gonna lie, I'm a little nervous. I don't even know why I'm a little nervous because I didn't think it was just gonna be this easy. I ain't even got myself together yet. I'm a calculated dude. I ain't even got my words together yet. So the CO come over, she was like, what's going on? She walk in, she was like, I'll just pull the door up real quick. She sit down, they get to talking, you know what I'm saying? She talking about, they conversing, they having a whole little conversation. Dramatic effect me, please. The counselor holler, y'all hold on real quick. I need to go run and do something real quick. She leaves me and the gal in the counselor's office solo dolo. Soon as she walk out, the girl, she stand up. Get what I did? Stood up. I stand up, you know what I'm saying? Thick, long, listen to me, wide, strong. Oh, my man. Still, she turned around, she looked, she said, there you go with that again. I said, what you talking about? By this time, listen, what you talking about? So I ain't finna be playing with you. Y'all done set me up. That's what y'all done did. Y'all done set me up. So when she say we done set her up in my mind, I'm thinking to myself, shoot, that means, Josie, you might need to go for it. You might need to go for it. So I walk up to her. When I grab, she like, I'm talking about a handful. I grab a handful. I'm finna go in for the neck, right? She was like, you ain't finna have him tripping. Boom. She done told on herself. She like, I ain't finna, you ain't finna have him tripping. She like, She walk out. Pow. The counselor come back in. She say, what happened? I said, oh, nothing. I said, I'm gonna get it. I said, ain't nothing. I said, I appreciate it though. You know what I'm saying? But she done verified that she dealing with the dude in the unit. Now I'm a little wary at the same time because I'm wondering, is she finna go and tell him what just happened? If she tell him what just happened, now I done got my celly involved on the low. It's gonna look like my celly came like he was using the bathroom to get me up here Oh, the counselor most definitely did. I got a story about that too. Me and my celly got into it about that. It gonna look like my celly set it up. I go in the counselor office, counselor leave out, we get the officer in this. It's gonna look like all of us was involved. Which, if I wanted to, penitentiary rules is in effect. I'll run it just like it to save myself. I'll run it like they was trying to link me. I didn't know what was going on. I have no problem with throwing these people on the bus. I just got here. I don't even know y'all like that. Y'all cool people. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, but listen to me. I most definitely, I ain't even know what was going on myself. Boom, 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 boom. Next thing you know, she came in there, you know what I'm saying? I stood up, you know what I'm saying? She was pig watching. When she was pig watching, you know what I'm saying? Penitentiary rules is in effect, you know what I'm saying? That's free. That's the go for. And then I did that, and she said, nah, I ain't gonna do him like that. And I didn't know the him was you. You know what I'm saying? So, I was just doing what any other dude in here would have done. You need to take that up with him and her. That's how I would have ran it. I don't play no games like that. I don't play no. But look, so after that, a couple of days go by. I done had a few conversations with her. She always stopping. When she come by and do her count, she always stopping and she talk to me for a little second before she go on. In the penitentiary, rumors start easy in the penitentiary. 9 times out of 10, dudes done probably started saying, oh, she like Lil Joe T. She always stopping talking to Joe T while she doing the count. She always pull up on Joe T when I'm out. Listen, when I'm out here playing chess, I'm she always standing behind me watching chess. You know what I'm saying? I can't beat you if you can't move your pieces, G-body. You know what I'm saying? I'm the hardest thing in the unit. You know what I'm saying? She standing on, then she'll say something like, oh, can't none of y'all beat Joe T. So now everybody, man, I think she like old Joe T. You know what I'm saying? So the other dude that he connected to that's messing with the other officer done got walked out. That's a whole nother story. She done got walked out at this point. So now it's just her. The dude walking by one day, and he was like, man, Joe T, let me use you and Brussels real quick. He was like, I need to take care of some business real quick. He was like, my phone vibrating in my pocket. He was like, I need to answer. I was like, oh, go ahead. You know what I'm saying? He was like, man, just watch the door for me real quick. So I'm gonna watch the door for you in the cell. I don't got no problem with you using the cell. I ain't in your business. But at the same time, I ain't gonna let you be in the cell and me not be in the cell. So I come in and I close the door up where I can watch through the crack. This man pulled his phone out. He answered. It's somebody on the opposite end of the penitentiary. But it was a move. This was a move. I'm gonna come back to that comment. It was a setup, really. When he get out the phone, he was like, oh yeah, I got you. He was like, man, you know, Gail supposed to drop the bomb out today and this and that. And I'm who dropping the bomb out? What's going on? He was like, bro, I need some change too. He was like, I'm gonna need some change. And then he pulled some green money out his pocket. He pulled out about $1,500. I said, oh yeah, they really getting it. And he made me miss the game for a little bit. I ain't gonna lie, I had a little flashback, you know what I'm saying? Cause I done had some penitentiary balling moments, you know what I'm saying? I done had some green money maybe once, twice, but not as much as he had. But I done had a pocket full of green dots, you know what I'm saying? I had a pocket full of green dots in my pocket before, you know what I'm saying? It's money, it's just on the paper, you know what I'm saying? So I'm sitting there, I'm like, man, that's crazy. I'm like, man. But then when he get out the phone, he finished counting the money, he pulled out a scale. He pulled out the real deal scale in his hand, weighing up quarter. He said, man, I appreciate that, Joe T. He said, but man, man, we'll put you up on. He was like, man, I ain't trying to get in your business. None. He was like, man, I'm pretty sure you know how the penitentiary go. You know what I'm saying? He put me up on game, and at the same time, he kind of tried to make me feel some type of way. He busts out and say, you know what I'm saying? I already done did my background surgery. He was like, I already done did my background check on you. Like, I already done heard about you straight. And I was like, I don't care. I'm gonna let him talk, but I know what he doing. This is a penitentiary move. I was like, I don't care who you done called, fam. I don't care what and I don't care what they told you. What is you doing background checks on me for anyway? So when he say that, then he bust out and say, you know, bro, Gail, yeah, that's all he say. I said, and I'm not finna confirm nor deny that I done tried anything. He just threw something out there to see how I was gonna respond. Like I didn't grow up in the streets all my life. My mom is on here right now. My mama telling folks I was outside at 10 years old. Like at 12, I was coming in the house at 12. Yeah, my mama was going to work, and I was standing around the corner waiting for her to pull out pull out the driveway, and I was skipping school for days. And then when they call, I answer the phone. Mama, you remember when them folks used to say I sounded like you on the phone? The principal, they'll call, I answer the phone. Hello, how you doing, Miss Baker? Hey, how you doing? We was just calling to let you know your son hasn't been to school in 17 days. Oh, yeah, he's sick. When I send him back, we had to take him to Vanderbilt. When he come back, he'll have a doctor's note. I'm finna get a truancy charge. Mom, they finna lock her up. I ain't been to school. Listen, then not only that, when they sending them letters in the mail, get what I'm doing? I don't take all the mail out. I just look for the mail that's come from the school. It's all with. I've been out here on the street. You ain't gonna finesse me, my guy. You're not finna get me to say, oh yeah. Oh yeah, ain't nothing like that. She just cool. I just look like. I was stealing my mama car going to drop pig when I was 13, family. I'm not finna. Nah, I was pushing my mama car out the driveway. Mama, how many times you? The first time she called me is because I left the seat. I had the seat leaned back. She come in the house. I know you been in my car. Who been in your car, woman? What's wrong with you? You been drinking? I know you been in my car. You left the seat back. Well, you should have never said that, because next time I'm not gonna move the seat at all. Yeah, you left the seat back. And then I saw, listen, then when I started stealing the car, I have it parked. I left it in the wrong spot. See, she started parking the car. Mama, she started parking the car in the projects by the window. What's that gonna do? That ain't gonna do nothing. I'm gonna push it. I'll put that thing in neutral. That ain't far enough. Whew. Look. This how she ended up catching me one time, right? Because I'm out late. Get what she hollering. I know you been in my car. How you know? Because you were parked in the grass pushed down in 2 different spots. Man, I ain't been in your car. Then another time I know you been in my car. You put no gas in it. Then she started sleeping with the keys. Get what I'm gonna do? I'm in here. Listen, I'm in here like a G.I. Joe. She sleeping with the keys. I come in the room. I push the door open. Soon as she roll over, I reach up on the bed like it. I hear that click. She ain't talking about nothing. She tripping. I'm gonna drive this car. Look. Then she started catching me while I'm out. I get a phone call from the house. I remember the number, 615-212-000025. She called. I look at the phone, looking at me and the phone, looking at each other. That's when I had that little sprint, the little flip jump with the speaker and the little screen on it, right? Y'all ever had that call from your parents? I'm talking about you terrified. She calling. Then she started leaving voicemails. The voicemail, get what she said. You bring me my car right now. I said, I'm scared of the voicemail. I'm deleting the voicemail. It's over with. I ain't even finna listen to the voicemail. But look. I've been in the streets. You're not finna finesse me, fam. You're not finna finesse me, fam. So look. So then she come back. She do the count, right? When she come back and do the count, these last few times, get what she holler. Let me see it. You just gonna keep doing the little thing you doing. What little thing I'm doing? Cause ain't nothing little about me. Ain't nothing little about the middle of my body. What you mean? Just let me see it. I said, what you gonna let me see? She's standing in the door, right? She's standing in the door. Just let me see it. Let you see what? What you gonna let me see? Boy, you ain't about that. Oh, now I ain't never been a pig flasher in the penitentiary. I ain't never, listen to me. I ain't never been a pig flasher at all. This first time in the penitentiary, she asking me to up the helm on her. I'm thinking that at this point, I'm like, dang, I ain't never had to come up like that. Like, I done came up out conversation, you know what I'm saying, finesse, you know what I'm saying, a little manipulation, you know what I'm saying. I ain't never had to come up and show her, you know what I'm saying, that I'm almost at my kneecap. I ain't never had to show her I was a 13 and a half. Like, what's going on? I ain't never had to do that. So she come around, a couple of days go by. She busts out again. When you gonna let me see her? I said, this woman dead serious. I said, you know what? She about to get that work. Next time she come through here, I'm finna feast your eyes on this, lady. So she come around doing the count. I'm kind of nervous, right? But I got the baby oil and lotion. In a little bottle right next. You know what I'm saying? Marcella in there with the counselor. I already done primed him just enough. You know what I'm saying? She come through. I jump down. You hear them flip flops hit. I jump down. She gonna let me see her now. So what you gonna do? I'm just trying to see it. Woman, my boy, listen, my boy bounced off the box. Look, he bounced off the box. She said, oh my God. By the time she said that, she done gassed me. What you talking about? Look, the stroke like this. What's up? She said, ooh. I can't sit right here and watch it. She closed the door. The door cracked. She woke up. I said, wait a minute. Every time she come back, you gonna let me see it again? Of course. One day she come through there, get what I hit her with. She come through there, I said, what's up? You want to touch it? She said, I can't do that. I can't do that. I mean, tell you gonna say, I can't do that. I can't do that. I can look. I can't do that because I have to step in the cell. I said, no, you ain't. I said, you can stand right there. Just lean in the door. Just lean in the door a little bit. I'll stand right here by the toilet. You can just reach in. And grab it. She was like, I'll never mess with you. You ain't finna stretch me out. You ain't finna mess up my insides yet. You ain't finna mess up my insides. She gonna walk out right. she gonna walk out. A couple of weeks go by. They get the girl hemmed up. She bringing in the bomb. Now, see, this is the thing in the penitentiary when you get too comfortable. Because I'm knowing eventually, I'm about to get this girl. She done seen the pig. I'm most definitely finna get her. You get too comfortable in the penitentiary, you forget they do searches. They do random searches when you come in. They have the dogs out. And when you see them dogs, guess what? You can't turn around. It's over with. She got the bomb. She ain't even got the bomb secure, but she got on, it's a snapping turtle. She got the bomb out and she ain't even put it in because she done got so comfortable, but just, she know everybody up here. So she just walking in with it. She ain't even got the security in the middle of her body. She got it sitting in her lunch bag. The police out here, they got the dogs hit her. She get fired. He get to stay on the compound. Everybody wondering where she at. I'm trying to show her this snapping turtle. She gone. I'm wondering what it might say to come. Man, they got old girl. Got who? Man, she came through. They got her up there at the salad port, man. The dogs hit her, man. She had that bomb on her. What? That's what I told my sister. Man, I've been showing her pig for nothing. My sister said, what you been doing? I've been flashing her, Sally. I ain't never degraded myself in such a way since I've been in the penitentiary. And she been coming through here for count when you be up there. I done been like this in here, Sally. Said, you been doing that. Man, you ain't there. I've been in here like this, Sally. Anytime she come through, every time, and she gone. Man, that's crazy, bro. I degrade myself in penitentiary. I've been here wagging it like a tail, family. Hey, that's a true story though. I ain't gonna lie. That's a true story. Oh man, that's a true story. That's a true story right there, man. But that's my one for the day. Hey, look. Hey, how many new people I got on here real quick? Y'all double tap the screen. Double tap the screen. And if you ain't already followed me, hit that follow button. If you ain't got my book, man, go get the book. I got both my books on sale right now. You get 2 for $25. JTB3.org. 2 for $25. Yeah, man, me and my celly got into it. He actually moved me out of the cell. He moved me out of the cell. That's my guy. I love him to death. We still talk to this day. It's hot in here. It's hot in here. I want to talk to some people real quick. I don't know how. Double tap the screen if you ain't already followed me. Hit that follow button. I want to talk to some people real quick. Especially because and my mama on here too. So look, check this out. Don't never. Listen what I'm finna tell you. Don't run out. Don't run out. I promise you finna enjoy what I'm finna tell you. Things don't never in it. Living the life that I done lived, listen, I never would have thought that I would be doing what I'm doing today. Had the life that I have today. You know what I'm saying? The love that I have today, the peace that I have today, the joy that I had today, on and 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 on. The restoration is a real thing. A lot of people don't ever get to the place to see what restoration look like. When I tell you restoration comes in, it comes in full. It'll come full circle. Relationships repaired. Financial situations repaired, your mental repaired, your joy repaired, your love repaired, your peace repaired. I watched full restoration happen in my life. And when I tell you I really lived it like I really lived it, like you could ask anybody back home, which I don't even need nobody to vouch for me. Because if you don't read my book, then you already know I live the life. Listen to me. Paranoia can be, it can heal that restoration, that anxiety, that restoration, that stress, restoration, all of that, you can get that restoration. I didn't get to see my daughter 10 years straight. I sit in the penitentiary, I didn't get to see her, I didn't get no visits, I didn't get no pictures. The pictures that I did get out, somebody else was sending them to me. I barely even got to talk to her. Sometimes I went a year or two without even talking to my daughter. Me and my daughter like this. I actually had her on FaceTime right before we got off. Plenty of people done been on my live before where she called me all the time. I watch my relationship with my daughter be restored. I watch my relationship with my mama be restored. My relationship with my dad, even when I was in the penitentiary, be restored. My relationship with the friends that was supposed to be with me, I watched it be restored. But the most important thing that I watched be restored is my peace. When you live the life that I have lived, my paranoia was on a whole nother level. Like I just realized when I moved to Dallas, it's been almost 2 years. When I moved to Dallas almost 2 years ago, I didn't even realize that I suffered from PTSD. I've heard the term before, but I didn't know what it was. And I couldn't see that I suffer from PTSD. You know why? Because every environment that I have been in has been toxic. It has been dysfunctional. I had learned how to function in dysfunction. So when I go into certain environments that's dysfunctional, it's a sense of normalcy to me. So I move like it ain't nothing. But the minute I come out, listen, the minute I come out here to Dallas, if you ain't heard this before, the minute I come out here to Dallas, I seen certain things that made me feel certain ways that I could not understand. Like I can give you something simple. I was in the gym working out. I'm in the gym working out. I come out of the gym and I'm finna jog back to my apartment. While I'm jogging back to my apartment, I seen the police. My first thought was quit running because they gonna see a black man. They gonna pull you over. Next thing you know, you getting 100 questions and this and that. And let me tell you something the Most High showed me. When I stopped running, I stopped almost completely. But immediately I saw other people jogging at this time of the night. White, black, Mexican, Indians. I saw people walking their dogs. When they saw the police, didn't nothing tell them to stop. Didn't nothing tell them they was doing wrong. It was because of the environment that I came from. So I had several situations where it was like, man, why do I feel like that? Why am I thinking like that? I didn't even realize it until I got out of what was causing it. Sometimes you can't even see. You can't even see where you broken at. You can't see where you need to heal from. You can't see what you need to heal from. You can't see who got your back. You can't see who your real friend. And sometimes until you detach yourself away from it, and then so you can look at it from a whole different lens. I'm able to see my entire city back home. Now, when I first got here, I had moved physically. You can detach yourself from something physically, but it takes longer to detach yourself mentally. And because I was used to that. When I left, I'm gone. My body gone. But I used to go back home every other weekend. I was driving 10 hours, but it didn't bother me. You know why? Because my mental wanted to take me back to what I knew was normal, what I was comfortable in, even though it wasn't healthy for me. It's not good for me. Even though I can pull up to the store and know this store that I'm pulling up to, I need to have a gun. And then something can happen at any given time. But I found myself still going back home, pulling up to this store. Why? I find myself still riding through certain neighborhoods, certain places that I know, because he said, whoever's in Christ, he's a new creation. He said, old things have passed away. Behold, all things, listen. All things have become new. If all things have become new, your environment, your way of thinking, how you see things, your friends, he'll send families to you that ain't your family. And then you have to look at it. He said he'll father to the fatherless. So if he'll father to the fatherless, what makes you think that he won't send people that don't share the same blood with you that ain't your family? Because when Mary and them came and knocked on the door, it ain't institutionalized. I want you to stay right there. I'm glad you said that. When Mary came and knocked on the door, and they said, your mama and your brother's outside. He said, who is my mama and my brother? He said, whoever do the will of my father is my mother and my brother. There's a lot of people that I share blood with. We have nothing in common. We don't share the same goals. We don't share the same vision. We don't care about the same thing. But I've ran into people now that, listen to me, they treat me better. I treat them, but we treat each other better than people that I share the same blood with. To the person who said institutionalized, listen to me, this ain't no disrespect. To the person who said institutionalized. For some reason, people out in the free world, they feel like that about people who come out of prison who got to get acclimated back into the world. But what people don't understand is why you calling us institutionalized, we look at y'all the same way. Because we know it's people out here who've been on their job for 20 years. But people who come out of the penitentiary for 20 years, you will call them institutionalized. But you will come home from your job and you will talk about your job. You will talk about your job after you leave on the phone. You don't think that's a form of institutionalization? You don't think you doing the same thing and doing the same thing and doing the same thing and doing the same thing? You got the same routine. You got the same pattern. You talk about the same people. You hang around the same people. You don't think people who come out of prison look at that as institutionalized? That's why when I first came home, a lot of people was like, man, bro, you judging. Bro, you do this and bro, you that. You don't understand. You don't see, because while y'all was looking at me institutionalized, I looked at y'all and stuck. Y'all the one who was stuck. I come out, you trying to say that I'm stuck, and no, you stuck. And get what? And this ain't no shot. It proved it to this day. I left and done 10 years. The Most High has, because that's who the credit go to. I left and done 10 years and come home. I've been home 6 in May. I've elevated and surpassed every single one of them people back home in my hometown who want to call me institutionalized. How am I institutionalized and I'm further along than you? How am I institutionalized and my social skills have elevated along than yours? How am I institutionalized and I've done way more than you've done in the last 6 years? How am I institutionalized and you still at the job that you've been complaining about for years, talking about your job for years, talking about how you don't make enough, talking about how your labor, your back hurting and this and that, but you still at the same job? You know why? Because he said we don't have a spirit of fear, but a power, love, and a sound mind. But see, you operate in fear, so you stay in the conditions that you in, which is a form of institutionalization. You stay in certain environments, you stay in certain relationships, you stay in certain friendships, you stay attached to stuff, and you talk about it for years and 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 years. And somebody like me come out of the penitentiary and then in the last 6 years have done more than you probably done in your entire life. You got the audacity to say I'm institutionalized. Where? Because I don't like to socialize, I might be a little antisocial. You know why? Because your conversation don't stimulate my mind. I don't like to waste my time with you. I read a book before. It said, I don't hang around the same people who talk about the same thing. You know why? Because I can't learn nothing from them, which means that I cannot grow. And if something is not growing, what is it? It's dead. Why would I go back and hang with them people back home when they still having the same conversation they had before I went to prison and since I've been home from prison, which is a total of what? 16 years. That's almost 20. I did 10. I've been home 6. You still doing the same exact thing. What makes you think I want to talk to you? What makes you think I want to hang with you? And then what gives you the nerve and the audacity to say, oh, he think he better than us? Well, take a look around. I ain't saying I'm better than you. Your actions is calling it, not me. That's crazy. But back to the message though, restoration, because restoration is a real thing. I was on the phone with my cousin about 3 days. It was about 3-4 days ago. I'm talking to my cousin. What's up, Roxy? I'm talking to my cousin. And I had just woke up from a nap. He called my phone. I'm looking at the phone looking at me and phone looking at each other. He one of the few people that I answer the phone for. So I picked the phone and he said, what you doing, cuz? I said, man, I just woke up. He said, cuz, every time I call you, it seemed like you take a nap. Guess what my response was? I said, I'm in peace. He said, huh? I said, cuz I don't have a worry in the world. It ain't a prayer that I done prayed that I didn't get. It ain't a relationship or friendship that I asked to be restored that didn't get restored. I said, my financial situation is beyond my belief. I said, then not only that, I said I'm in a neighborhood where I ain't hearing gunshots and sirens all the time. When I hear sirens out here, it's because the sirens need to be here. I ain't worried about no high-speed chase. I said, so any given time I lay down 20-30 minutes, I said, I'm going to pass out. I said, because I have a peace that surpasses all understanding. I said, they talk about that in the word. Is that peaceful sleep. I said, what am I worried about? Everything has been restored back to me. I said, so if I sit down and I start watching TV, guess what? I don't have nothing on me. I'm not worried about nobody doing nothing to me. I'm not paranoid. I don't have no anxiety. I said, I'm not stressed. I'm not worried about how I'm finna pay my bills. I'm not worried about somebody finna do something to me. I'm not worried about nobody breaking in my house. I don't have to have weapons. I said, man, do you know what that feel like? I said, I'll drive a car. I actually got license. I said, I actually got registrations. I got insurance. I said, cuz I got life insurance. If anything happened to me, my daughter gonna be able to take it. She gonna be good. I said, cuz I said I'm in peace. I said, so when I lay down now, I said, I don't think nobody, and I'm gonna say this with everything in me, I don't think nobody I grew up with understand the peace that I have. And they may not never. And it's my prayer. But when I get up and I look out and I see, it ain't about what I have. It ain't about what I have. Because one thing he's taught me to do is fish. If the Most High chose to wake up and humble me tomorrow and take everything that I have, he's already showed me how to get it back. So if he chooses to humble me and take something from me, it's going to be chastisement, not a punishment, because you lost sight of everything. So now that you just have to build it back, because he said it's a season for everything. He might have to build it in order for you. He got to tear it down so he can build it back up. So it don't bother me. It don't bother me, so I understand that. But the peace, he said, where the spirit of the Most High is, there is liberty. It's the peace that I have, homie. It's the peace that I have. When I ain't even in a rush no more. I ain't even in a rush. When I wake up out of my sleep, I don't have to do that. When I wake up out of my sleep, I can sit here and chill. I can sit there and chill. I can take time to get out of the bed. When I get out of bed, I can walk around in my boxes in the nude if I want to. This is mine. This is mine. Everything through the blessings of him, I done paid for it. I can take time in the shower. I ain't even got to rush out of the shower. You know what I'm saying? Mama used to get on to me because she said, don't be getting out of that shower with your feet wet. Listen to me, I grab my towel and dry my feet off. I ain't got to rush. I walk out of and dry my feet off. You know, get out of the shower, put my towel on. Take time. I'm in peace. I said, so when I lay down and go to sleep, I don't have nothing to worry about. Nothing. And listen, and I don't say that from a place of arrogance. I don't say it from a place of pride. I'm saying it because it's too many people out here in the world who got something to say about that word. It got something to say about the Bible. It got something to say about, oh, it's the white man, this, that. I personally have experienced that word come into play and manifest in my life. And this is not this is what I don't like about when it comes to stuff like that. They'll say, "No, you went to prison and you this ain't behavior modification." I tell people all the time, this ain't behavior modification. What make you think in your right mind a person that lived the life that I live can just out of the blue wake up and just choose to become the person that they have become today? It's gotta be something that gives you the strength and the power and the courage to do so. And if it had not been for the word, I wouldn't be who I am today. When it comes to structure, when it comes to my mindset, when it comes to how I respond to things, be slow to speak and quick to hear. It's certain things out of the word I know for a fact that have been applied to my life. No, don't be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. When I start understanding stuff like that, and I quote them scriptures because I know they helped me. Certain things that I thought about. When you a dope boy, that's all you know. That's all you know. So when they say to renew your mind, how do I do that, Lord? How do I do that? You got to form new ideas. Man, I'm gonna write a book. In the process of writing the book, guess what? Over time he gonna start teaching me business. And then when he gonna start teaching me business, he gonna start teaching me marketing. And then once I see that, even though I let go of the old me also complements the new me. Because I had certain strategies and certain things that I would do that it said the gifts of God are irrevocable. I just perverted the gift. Now, some people get it confused and they think when you become a new creation, the old you is supposed to just no. The parts of the old you had just perverted the gift. I always had the gift. It just was perverted and used wrong. I always was good at music. I just was using the tool wrong. I always had a hustle. I just was using the hustle wrong. I always had marketing. I just was marketing the wrong thing. I just had to let the old parts that was perverted complement the new me. And now it works for me. It works for me. I watched my life be restored in ways I don't think I can explain to people. Me and my daughter sit on the phone and talk and listen to me. When I first used to talk to her, I used to be worried. I used to be worried about talking and saying certain things because it was guilt. I missed so much. At this point, my daughter, she gonna call me and ask for advice. My daughter called me about 4 or 5 days ago because she was in the Uber, right? She called me in the Uber. She said, "Stay on the phone with me real quick." She said, "Stay on the phone with me. This Uber driver acting funny." Now, my first thought was, okay, I'm way in Dallas, Texas. But as I know, what I'm going to be able to do? But it was the restoration of I was the first person she thought to call. I missed 10 years of her life. It was still, let me call my daddy. And we having a conversation while she in the back of the Uber just because she feel that's restoration to me. That's a blessing. That's a blessing to a daddy, to me, regardless of what I'd have missed all your life, and I'm still the first person you think to call and say that to. That's a form of restoration to me. That's love to me. That's bond to me. That's trust to me. That's all these things mean something to me. You know what I'm saying? And there's several people that I have these kinds of relationships with that I watch be restored. You know what I'm saying? And then one of my scriptures when they said, when a man ways please the Most High, he'll make even his enemies be at peace with him. I watched it happen. I shook hands with people that I've robbed. I watched a tear fall down this man's eye. And he said, "Man, just keep doing what you're doing." I watched it. I watched restoration come in my life. But I'm gonna tell you something. When restoration comes, manifestation comes, sanctification start taking place, the fruits of the Spirit start showing in your life. Because he said no bad tree can bear good fruit, no good tree can bear bad fruit. I pay attention to the fruit, not only in other people's life, but in my life. Because he said test the Spirit by the Spirit. So when I'm getting messages and people tell me, "Oh, I enjoy your story time," but it's the message you drop, that's the fruit right there. But see, this the thing about the fruit. This is the thing about the manifestation. This is the thing about the favor. This is the thing about the inheritance and the blessing. This is the thing about the manifestation. Now, when all this stuff taking place, you best believe that the enemy see that. And get what? The enemy will send people to make you feel like you ain't doing it right. But see, so many people put the Most High in the box because they so used to the traditional church. They so used to the hooping and the hollering and the fake laying on the hands. They so used to the fake Holy Ghost in the tongues that they be speaking, that clearly if you read the Bible, that ain't the tongue that they were speaking in the Bible. Because in the Bible it said when they were speaking, it said that they understood. That's why when you see in the Bible, it say don't speak in words in tongue unless you have an interpreter. And you could go in the church and tell your pastor who preaching and speaking in tongues right now, the Bible tell you not to do that. He gonna give you an excuse for it. What makes you think I want to listen to you? If I can show you a scripture that say don't do that, and you'll sit up here and you'll make an excuse for it, why would you do it? It's the same thing with the holiday. You can show them in the scripture clearly. He said don't follow the traditions of men. What are the traditions of men? Thanksgiving, 4th of July, Christmas, all of this old stuff. You can show them, man, and guess what they'll do? Are we doing it in the word strictly says do not do it. What makes you think I want to listen to you after that? But then you will turn around and you will tell me that sin, that lying is a sin. Then you will tell me fornication is a sin. Then you will turn around and tell me that stealing is a sin. You will turn around and tell me all these things is a sin when they say don't follow the traditions of men. And the word in Psalms, it tell you, let the Most High be the truth and every man be a lie. He said, don't follow the traditions of men. The word strictly said, let the Most High be the truth and every man be a lie. So if the man created the traditions, what is that? That is a lie. And what is you saying that a lie is? It's saying it's sin. So why we calling it Christ's birthday when clearly we know he wasn't born in the winter? Who told what man woke up and said, we're going to set this day apart, and this is the day we're gonna represent for Christ's birthday. If Christ, before he got on the cross, didn't say celebrate my B-Day on December 25th, that's a lie. That's a tradition of a man. It was a man who set that apart. Who said that Santa Claus? Who said it was cool for Santa? That is a man who did that. That is a lie. You can sit down and you can show this stuff, and guess what they gonna say? Oh, we could do it as long as we. No. That ain't what it say. That ain't what it say. But then, watch this right here. Let me talk. I'm gonna get ready to go. And then you wonder why your relationship probably ain't what it is. You wonder why things happen the way that they do. You know why? Because you take a little truth and you take a little truth and you take some lies and you mix them together. What makes you think it turns into something? What makes you think a little lie, a little truth mixed together turns into a blessing? What we get that from? What makes you think taking a little lie and a little truth, mix it together, and it's a blessing? It don't. It don't even make sense. It don't even make sense. Not to me. It don't even make sense, and that's nothing. I'm so glad I started studying the word. I had people to teach me, and I took the meat with the bones. I didn't agree with. I have no problem with humbling myself because the first rule of when it comes to the word is to be a servant. If you don't know how to be a servant, you'll never know how to be a leader. If you don't know how to sit down and listen to somebody and watch somebody and pay attention to somebody and let a person guide you, you will never be able to lead. When he was on the chariot and he sent them over, he said, how must a man understand unless he be guided? How can you be guided if you're not willing to humble yourself and become a servant? So when the brothers was teaching me, even though I disagreed with a lot of stuff that they did, and I disagree with some of the stuff they said, I trust the Spirit enough to take the meat with the bones. Because there's some things that people disagree with me. There's some things I may disagree with you. But there's some things that you might say that I might be like, you know what? I can hold on to that. And just because I disagree with you, it don't mean I have to throw you away on them things. Because iron sharpen iron. None of us know everything. None of us got all the answers. But you might know a little something, I might know a little something. If we can put that little something together, we can turn it into everything. So when I started doing that, since I've been home, this is what I come to understand. Hold on real quick. Since I've been home, I realized a lot of them things that I disagree with. Over time, I've got revelation. Over time to show me, okay, you just got to be humble enough. Don't get arrogant and cocky to turn around and you figure out a way to grab their attention. That's why the parables in the word are so important. Parables was like it was a basket that basically give you handles to give you a way to understand. He spoke in parables so he could, boom, he simplified it. And when you try to explain something to people, you don't find a way to speak their language. That's why Paul said, to all men, I become all things. You can't talk to a dope boy the same way you would talk to a politician. You feel what I'm saying? You can't talk to your granny the same way you could talk to a teenager. You can't talk to your mama and your daddy, your parents, the same way that you could talk to your friends. To all men, I become all things. I have to simplify it and maybe speak your language in order for you to say, you know what? That do make sense. And then at that point, the seed has been planted. One water, one plant, the Most High get an increase. I go on about my business. But if they don't receive it, get what the scripture told me. Shake the dust off and keep on going. It is what it is. You got to study to show yourself approved. Point blank, period. I don't know it all, but I tell you one thing. If you get to quote some scriptures and try to make me, and I say, you know, I'm going to go check that out for myself. That's a healthy thing. It's not people sit up here and man let people tell them whatever they want to tell them and then don't go back and read that for themselves and then you wonder why you don't see manifestation in your life. You wonder why you continue to get deceived. You wonder why you end up in the same situations. You wonder why you take a little bit of truth, a little bit of lie, mix it together, and it don't work. It don't work. Restoration. That's the word for the day. Restoration is a real thing. If anybody want to tell you it ain't true. I watched it in my life, and it's only done happen in my life because of the King. Point blank, period. He was stretched wide and he shed his blood for me. And he is restoration. And he said his word don't turn back to him void. I watched my life be restored. And guess what? It's only going to get better. And we're going to keep riding it like that. The restoration is real. So if you've been dealing, if you've been wondering why certain things ain't been restored, don't think they can't be, because they can be. If you feel like, you know what I'm saying, a marriage, friendship, I don't know what it may be, relationship with your child, I don't know what you did, I don't know what that person did, I don't know, but I'm gonna tell you something. Restoration is a real thing. I ain't got to say it just to be saying it. I don't have to go and pull out a bunch of scriptures to try to force you to believe it. I watched it manifest into my life. I can give you an example after an example after an example after example after example, and they all facts. And that's what I can't. That's another thing I can't stand about people. You can say what you want to say, but one thing you can't do, and two things for certain, you can't take away from my personal experience. I watched it happen in my life. Restoration. Yeah. And I'm gone for the day. If y'all enjoyed this, man, cash out me $1. Okay, so boom, 1. I'm finna get out of here. My cash app, okay, so boom, 1. If you want to support, you ain't already got the book, go get the book, jtb3.org. jtb3